Fellas, ladies, how we doing? So we have a whole lot to talk about in this video. And the first thing I want to really say is to really put this out there to give this a good baseline. Of course, there is worthy good women to commit to in this world. Of course, there is worthy good men to commit to in this world for you ladies. But unfortunately, we can't base the truth of the whole world off needle in the haystack type shit. We wish we could. We wish that's how the world runs. But unfortunately, the world is run off of generalizations. And the general population is out of its damn mind. And yes, there's those needle in the haystacks and stuff like that, which is great, but we can't run the world off of that. It is generalizations. It is most X, Y, and Z is this. So that's where we find ourselves right here. The reason why most men on earth want to stay single forever is because most chicks out there, even if you're a good looking chick, is not worthy of being committed to because of her actions, because of her degenerate lifestyle. And that's just the truth. You know, things are the way they are, bro. We can try to make excuses for people and all this stuff, but most women are not worthy of being committed to. They're really not. Like, if you want relationships to work, if you want marriage to work, if you want to have a healthy and happy family with the opposite gender, like, you really have to be on point as a person. And too many people on earth, man or woman, are ruining their value. Like, you have to take your life so damn seriously. You can't be getting knocked up by the first guy that comes your way when you're freaking 18, 19, 20, 21 years old and expect to have the man of your dreams take care of you and your child that's not even his. It's not going to happen. You can't expect to be a female, have a bunch of your fun years when you're young and get ran through, and expect some good man to commit to you as if you're some prize. Because, you know, your specialness is gone out the window. There's nothing special about that. That's very common. And I don't even care if you still got your looks. I don't care. Your specialness is gone out the window. And that's just the truth. You know, this is why most men on earth are staying single forever. And there's no way around it. Even these good looking chicks that kind of ruin their value, they will get some attention from guys and they will get ran through extra. This might sound however it sounds in your ears, but it's the truth. I cannot tell you guys anything else but the truth. You know me by now. And if you're new to this channel, welcome to the damn channel, bruh. But this is the truth, man. Like, this is the world. If people want to make things right, if people want to make things work, man or woman, you have to do a lot of work on yourself. You have to become a needle in the haystack to attract another needle in the haystack. You have to have patience, you have to have hard work and patience, and you can't mess up your value. Because every man and woman can mess up their value. You have to put in a lot of hard work for a lot of years and become as valuable as you can possibly be. You won't miss. There will be something out there when the stars align. There will be that needle in the haystack, and it'll just boom, it'll just happen. It could happen tomorrow. It could happen in 2 years. It could happen in a month. It could happen in 5 years. You never know. But the most important thing is staying true to yourself, no matter what. God's plan is God's plan. If you mess up your life and your value, that is your problem. You have to work yourself out of that. You have to continue to live the best life you possibly can with what's already done. There's some things, unfortunately, that happen that cannot be erased. And I think, women have their value given to them a lot easier than a man does, because men have to work to create their value to be valuable in any way. Women have value because of what they have, what they're given. You really don't have to do anything to be valuable. You just are. Women just are, men have to become. So if you ruin what you already damn well have, that's on you. That's on you. And if those are the choices you make, then those are the choices you make. But there's consequences to your actions. There's consequences to all that stuff. Nobody cares about your excuses. What's done is done. You can make up any excuse in the book. You're not going to probably get what you could have had if you were to be more patient, not make that big mistake that you made with whatever it was. And there's some mistakes you can come back from. There's some mistakes, we're not saying your life is over or anything like that, but there's some things you'll never be able to do what you could have done because of what you've done. That's the downfall for women. Men, you could do just about anything. There's some things that could probably write you off, but you could do just about anything as a man and still land on the best of the best. But for women, you be a hoe one time in your life. You have a child with another man one time in your life. Let's be real, guys. You done. You ain't getting what you might have been able to attract. Those are things you will never get. I don't care if you meet some man and be like, oh, he's the best thing ever and all this stuff. You lying. And I don't want to come off as some asshole. I want to come off as being very, very truthful in what I'm saying. You simply can't do what you could have done. Women tend to lie to themselves all the time. But what's done is done, and the worst thing you can do is lie to yourself, because it's going to keep you from essentially living your best life. Women prefer comforting lies over the uncomfortable truth, and this is the truth. There's uncomfortable truths that they don't want to deal with if we were to say them, like I might be saying right now. Some of you might not like what I'm saying, but it is the truth. Oh, you don't define me and all this stuff. Well, anything from the truth, right? Anything to shy away from the truth of what I'm saying. It is the truth. There are things you can do in life that will write you off. There is. If you're a man, let's say you got it all together. Let's say you get in a car accident. Let's say you lose your bottom half. Let's say you're paralyzed. You ain't getting shit, bruh. You ain't getting shit. Because a lot of your value is gone. You're not a very capable man anymore. You're not what you could have been. So when these things happen, we're not going to sit here and lie to ourselves, guys. If something happened to me and I ended up in a damn wheelchair, bro, I'm not going to pretend like, oh my God, I should be able to get her and I should be able to pull her still and do all these things. It's just not going to happen. And I wouldn't sit there and be delusional about it. I would understand my circumstances. I would understand very well, you know what? This is going to be tough. This is what it is. This is how it is. There's consequences to your actions, bro. We're not immortal human beings. Things happen. And when big mistakes are made, like let's say if I was driving a car or something and boom, now I'm paralyzed. That's a big mistake that I cannot take back. Hell, I almost cut my 2 fingers off right here. This finger here, this pinky, I showed any of you guys that are on my channel, I showed you guys this before. This pinky and ring finger, I almost cut off. Fortunately, that's not that big of a deal. I can still use my damn right hand pretty damn good. Still got my fingers through surgery. But when we talk about getting paralyzed as a man, and I'm using this to make what I'm trying to say make sense. People do things in life and think there's no consequences to their actions. A lot of the time, women do things and think there's no consequences to their actions, and they want to live in this delusional world and think everything is going to be all right with their current circumstances and who they are in life. And it's just not the case. So I'm using this as an example. As a man, if you were to get paralyzed from the waist down, you can't even walk. You think you're going to pull chicks, bro? No one's going to look your way. People might feel sorry for you for a week or 2. After that, bro, you by yourself. That would be the reality. But no, let's oh my God, don't say that. It wouldn't be that way. Oh my God, I would come to see you all the time and all this stuff. Bro, come on. We know how things go in life. Anybody who disagrees with literally anything I'm saying so far, you're either delusional or inexperienced. And you don't know enough. These are all truths that people must accept. They're all truths. When you ruin your value, you ruin your damn value. There's certain things you can do and get away with that might not be that big of a deal. There's certain things you do in life and certain mistakes that are made, and it's a very big deal. And it will cost you. You didn't think that in the moment, but it's very costly of a mistake. You know, what's not going to cost you is being the best you can possibly be. Staying as fresh as you can possibly be. Doing all the right things as much as possible. Keeping your innocence. Staying that young, attractive person that you are and waiting for the right time to really capitalize. Work on you. You don't got to go hauling around. You don't got to be a 304. You don't got to do any of that stuff. And if you're a guy, you don't got to go around drinking all the time and doing a whole bunch of crazy shit. You can be working your ass off to become more successful, to up your value in life. Instead, most guys think that's boring. Oh my God, I'm going to go drink on the weekends and do all this crazy shit. And they're the same guys that end up 40, 45 at the same bars. Their looks are diminished. Their value is diminished. They ain't got a pot to piss in, no ambition. Still drinking at these clubs, trying to be in those creeps looking at younger girls and shit like that. Is that what you want to be? From thinking you're so cool, from partying and shit like this? Or would you rather work your ass off, stay young, stay fresh, and capitalize on what you rightfully deserve? You already know the answer, bruh, but what do you want to do? And what do you ladies want to do when it comes to your value when you're young? Because it is given to you. You wait around a little bit. Like, it ceases to amaze me how women can fuck up what they have so easily. Like, you have the world at your fingertips and you mess it all up. It's just because I want to do this and I want to do that, and you've never been told in your life, and you do all this crazy nonsensical bullshit. Being entitled, having no discipline, just thinking you can get away like a child with living your life just lavishly all the time, having this fun. I hate to break it to you, but things change real quick. You can get away with that attitude when you're a literal child. But we got far too many women, bruh. Far too many. Acting the exact same way as an adult, and it's gonna cost you. You think you can go to all these raves and these parties and these universities and get ran through, and I'm independent. I'm gonna live my life. I'm so strong. So tough. And all this bullshit, bruh. That's gonna cost you. There are good men in this world that could give you the best life you've ever imagined. And there are women that can give men the best life they've ever imagined. That's why I started off the video by saying needle in the haystacks do exist. There are good people in the world that do exist. There are people in the world that are smart enough to do the right things. And then there's just some people who are like children and think they can get away with anything, bro. They think they can act however they want, and I'm going to do whatever I want. That's not adult behavior. Being an adult has duties, responsibilities. You have to be a certain somebody. You have to carry yourself a certain way. You can't act fucking crazy. You can't be out there wilding. You can't be out there drinking all the time. You can't be out there sleeping with anything that walks. Sleeping with anything that walks. Sleeping with anything that talks. You can't. People in today's world lack discipline. And it's what you need. Oh, discipline's boring. Boring. Then have fun screwing up your life because of the discipline you didn't have. Have fun with your child. That the baby day is not even there no more. And sorry for the single ladies that have children. But let's be real. And I don't want to make this into all your fault, into all your faults, because some of you did get the wrong end of the stick. But, you know, a lot of you had a choice. And there is still some of it that is your fault, but, you know, I'm trying to be easy on you guys right now, to be honest. But I'm just trying to get this point across, man, that we are all human beings with choices. People don't think hard enough. I'm very serious about my life, bro. I genuinely feel more people should be that way. How is it not fun to be serious about your life when you could get and attract the best things that could possibly happen to you in your life? You know what's not fun? Thinking you're having so much fun being an idiot, being a clown. And then you have a horrible existence for the rest of your life because you didn't do the things you should have done to attract the best things in your life that could last a lifetime. Like, how is that not fun? But then again, right there, we all don't think the same, because these types of people are degenerates that have zero discipline. They think they can act and be however they want, do whatever they want, get away with whatever. I'm just going to pop out several children and I'm still a queen, still attractive. Leonardo DiCaprio should still want me. The world does not work that way. That on your end is delusional. Delusion, delusion, delusion. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. That's your problem. That's the world's problem. You have to be very real with yourself. If you're not, there's consequences to that. Hella consequences to that. Are you going to tell yourself certain things for the rest of your life and things you tell yourself are never going to come to play, to happen? Or are you going to take the right actions to actually make what you want to happen, happen? Because there's a huge difference here. One involves discipline, one is just complete delusion. And these are uncomfortable truths not everybody wants to hear, but you need to hear this. I'm here like your friend, like your brother, like your father, to help you understand this. Like, this stuff ain't rocket science, guys. This stuff is not rocket science, but to some people in the world, it seems as if it is. The reality is, as human beings, we're all only valuable for certain periods of time. Women have a very short window of being at their best, most valuable to the opposite gender, not to yourself as a human being. You'll be valuable to yourself to the day you die. You'll always value yourself. But the opposite gender does not see you this way, and this is what we have to take into account here. It's the same thing with women, it's the same thing with men. We all have these periods of time where we are at our most valuable. And men's value comes a little bit later on, after they've done the work. But if you have not done the work as a man and you're that 40, 45, 50-year-old at the bar, then you'll never see value in your life. So you have to do the work. You have to have discipline as a man. And as for the ladies, it's a little bit different for you guys. You still have to have discipline to more so not even do things, but don't do things. This is the difference, bro. This is how men and women are very different. As a woman, you're more valuable from what you don't do rather than what you do. Hear me out. If you stay innocent, untouched, protected, innocence is very attractive in women. If you stay that way, it's more so about what you don't do rather than what you do. So if there's a whole lot of things you could have done but you didn't do it because you have the discipline, you stayed a good little girl. That's going to pay dividends. As for a man, it's more so what you do rather than what you don't do. So men have to do, men have to become, men have to create. Women just have to be. And this is how the world really works. Some women don't want to accept this. Oh, that ain't true. Da, 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 da. It is true. You're the same one that probably messed up. You're the same one that probably don't want to take accountability. Because you know you messed up. You want to keep telling yourself these things, but when are you going to wake up from that delusional reality that you live in? You're not valueless as a person, but to the opposite gender, your value is decreased, it's diminished. That's how it is. So, the most valuable women that know what they're doing, that preserve their value, that have the discipline to preserve their value. That's a woman's discipline. It's not even about what you conquer and accomplish. It's what you don't do. That's what makes you valuable. And for a man, it's the opposite. It's what he does. It's what he goes out there and does. It's who he becomes. The two complement each other very well. And if this ain't making sense, I don't know what else to say. But that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys took some solid points from this and, make some changes quite possibly in anyone's life. But this is how she goes. Welcome to the real world. Think things through a little bit harder. Like, to me, bro, this shit's easy. Like, doing the right things, becoming valuable. Like, there's no better feeling in the world. Becoming more valuable as a man. And I can't speak for a woman because I'm not a woman, but you ladies, like, it be the ones that know fathers, bruh, that are going out there doing reckless shit with BPD and everything else, just reckless shit. And that's gonna catch up to you big time. And I'm not sitting here to make fun of you. I'm not sitting here to downplay you or nothing like that, but I'm just speaking truth here, bro. I'm really trying to help, and for those that can't see that, you're still delusional and blind. And that is the truth. I'm literally here to help. I'm here to give you the real advice that's actually going to help you. I'm not here to give you these comforting lies. Yeah, it's going to be okay, and all of a sudden it's not. I'm here to tell you the truth, so you might be able to fix some things right now, so you can live a better life for the rest of your damn life. Think of it that way. I'm not your enemy. I'm here to help.